So what's the hardest part of Navy's offense to simulate in practice?
Well, I mean, it's all difficult just because they run it so well and they're so good at doing it, been doing it for so long. And, you know, the thing that makes the whole thing work is just the precision in which they run it, the decision-making, the discipline, you know, staying ahead in the chains. You know, and it's hard to simulate all of it, really. The speed at quarterback, the speed of the mesh, you know, the way the offensive line plays, you know, the way they come off the ball, and you know, the cut blocking. I mean, it's all difficult. That's again that's why they do it. And that's why they've had great success doing it. They're very good at it. It fits their personnel, and you know, it's hard to prepare for.
Will your defensive linemen wear braces because of the cut blocking?
Yeah, we have some guys that do anyway, but you know, they'll do what they normally do.
How would you assess your line play, both offensive and defensive, and what do they need to do to be successful this week?
Well, I mean, I think we're making progress. I mean, we have played, you know, probably below average, you know, and I think that's about as kind as I can be, you know, and again, that always starts with us as coaches, and we got to coach them up and get them playing better. But I think, you know, we've had some guys that have had to fill in and had to move some guys around last week, and I thought we had a couple of players on the offensive line that played pretty well last week, considering we made some moves as late as we did, and you know, playing against a quality opponent. But you know, I think, you know, we're looking for leadership and toughness from that group, you know, and we just got to get more of that. I think on both sides of the ball. I think if you look at any successful program, an NFL program, college program, high school program, I think that you know, the toughness of your offensive defensive line, you know, really is what drives that. You know, those are the guys that are the blue collar guys. Those are the leaders. Those are the guys that help hold other people accountable. And you know, right now on our team, you know, we're trying to develop those kind of guys. You know, we just don't have a lot of them naturally, and so our job as coaches is to develop them. And it's a little bit of a work in progress on both sides of the ball. But I do think that we're getting better. You know, I feel like we're competing harder and are starting to understand what we want our play to look like. You know, the physical nature of our play, both on the offensive and defensive front. So, you know, it's a work in progress, and hopefully we'll take another step in the right direction this week.
When you neutralizing Michigan's run game too seriously in the first half and up until the fourth quarter, did that give your defensive confidence going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think we've played really good defensive times. You know, I think that if you go and you look at the you know, the body of work, it's not bad, except that we've given up too many big plays. You know, you look at that Michigan game, we let them throw the ball over the top a couple of times and gave up some big plays. And so, you know, I think as a defense, you know, we are playing more physical, we are playing tougher, we're doing things the right way, but now we've got to play disciplined. You know what I'm saying? I think the effort is improving, I think the toughness is improving, and now the discipline is improving.
How much have you seen on Perry, and just kind of your overall thoughts on him after that performance last week? I think 223 yards, I think, was the final.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's a good player. I mean, he's, you know, he's always in the right spot and makes good decisions. You know, just has, you know, it seems to know what's happening before it happens. You know, he's just one of those guys that just knows where to run. And so, you know, pretty unique that way. And again, just does a great job executing what they wanted to do, you know.
Do you have an injury update on Pat Nelson?
Yeah, he practiced today. He'll play.
I saw came on freely with the shoulder sling.
Yeah, he just got banged a little bit. He'll be fine.
You said after the game in Ann Arbor you wouldn't have an update on Jordan Wyatt and Robert Hayes till the beginning of the week. Any update on them?
Yeah, I anticipate both of them will play.
To the untrained eye, it looks like you've got two quarterbacks that have pretty diverse skill sets between them. How do you figure on utilizing them going forward?
Well, you know, that's a good question. I mean, I think all that plays out. You know what I mean? I think that's the thing that you learn in coaching is, you know, you have a plan, and sometimes your plan works and sometimes it doesn't, and you better have a plan B, and sometimes a plan C, and sometimes a plan D. And so, you know, I think we have confidence in both of them, I think is the good thing. You know, I think that, again, Ben's got a good body of work even before we got here, and you know, I thought really played well against Michigan except for the throw at the end of the half. And so I think he was improving. think he practiced really good today. You know, I think if you go back and if we watch the film today, I think today's going to be one of Ben's better practices. So, you know, I'm encouraged by both of them. You know, I saw enough from Will, you know, in Ann Arbor to like what I saw, just in terms of his, you know, his moxie and how he competed. And you know, and so I like that stuff. And he's got some athleticism as well, and can throw it. So, you know, both of them are going to have certain things that they're good at, comfortable at, and I think as an offense, you know, we need to be able to feature both of them.
Not that starting is the be-all, end-all, but do you have a starter?
No, not yet. We'll see how it goes this week, and we'll probably make our mind up Friday or Saturday, I'm guessing.